Hi, my name is Duru, and I'm a transformational coach, thought leading mentor, international speaker, and a published author. In a series of talks that I drew out of my book, Believe to Achieve, A Leader's Journey from Invisible to Invincible, A Leader's Journey from Invisible to Invincible. I've drawn quite a few important aspects that I want to discuss with you out of the book. Today I'm going to talk about the stagnation trap. Why high achievers feel stuck. Something wrong with that. You know, we get to points of change that we, on the one hand, don't understand, don't anticipate, and got surprised her. Life is full of change. How we embrace change make us more effective. Not just as leaders, as a human being. And some of us accept change easily and others not so easy. Change to some comes with a large element of fear. So the question is, how are you experiencing it? Do you understand that you might have reached this plateau, this proverbial glass ceiling in your own growth and development? Let's call it a stagnation trap. You start to doubt yourself. And high achievers, the same. Sports people can. That's very much the same. I mean, that is why coaches of teams and of individuals has a view of the future event in mind where they train those athletes today. So they peak at the right time. We as leaders don't have that vision of a future state where we need to be at our peak. We expect it to be at our peak all the time. And we don't even understand that sometimes life just becomes too much. And the stagnation can keep on you because it's factors like your routine that stop boring you, fear of risk that keep you from making those critical decisions, split-second decisions, or just a lack of growth. We are all at a different level in terms of our personal leadership role and growth. Okay. So in order to help you with it, I want to share with you a couple of points so you can understand where it comes from and what is the cause of that. And in so doing that you can go back and seek feedback from others so that you can share with others that if I do this for that, please help me out. Bounce back, entrust people, get a mentor, get a coach to help you to make the change when you feel stuck. And even when they notice that you are stuck, you might not even know it. And stuck becomes, and sometimes your routines become monotonous. And you feel stuck because you are bored, really getting bored. So those are repetitive and dull, leading to a lack of growth. All those activities we go through, sometimes we just have to do it. Sometimes the paperwork has to be done. Sometimes certain meetings have to be held. Sometimes certain decisions need to be made. And it's almost like telling 10 people the same story. At the end of the day, you think you have already told them the story, so you don't tell them the story. So you don't communicate as effective as you should have. Because you think you've really done it. And you never did. Because you are caught in this stagnation trap. Second one is stiffing. You know, you stick and suppressing these pretension of progress. And it's on your own doing. I'm talking about your own doing here. I'm not talking about outside factors in terms of I'm talking how do you feel and how do you respond to those feelings, known and unknowingly. So you're restricting, often, possibly, your own future, and you suppress your own potential and your opportunity to grow. Be aware of that. There's nothing wrong with it, but just be aware. Awareness again. Constrictive. You may, because of the uncertainties, put yourself almost in a funnel where you are hauled up and you're trapped and you can't get out. It's almost like you can't breathe. You're restricted, narrowing the possibilities for your own personal advancement as a leader. And it happens so often. I've seen it during COVID, where leaders had to grow up their sleeves and take over managerial roles. Sometimes because, unfortunately, they lost some of their key personnel, leaders, managers, through death of COVID, and had to roll it up. But now they haven't moved out of that role as management, because it's nice to tell than it is to sell. And the leader must sell, because you must take people with you so they can buy into what you're promising, what you expect. Whilst as a manager, we all know it, there's key roles in manager, and you just do that, and that's the way to do it, because there's an outcome that is required now. So that's it. But you can restrict yourself, you narrow your possibilities. Be aware of that. Caught in that trap. The next word, the term is inhibiting yourself. Preventing or hindering further development and creativity. To explain that, in lots of companies in a high-tech environment, for example, we buy in the best of the best, and then they put them into routine jobs because they need to achieve, and they need to give us certain outcomes and sell certain products, in-state products and services. And they are so bogged down in that role, in that job, that they don't stay with the changes in the time. And tomorrow you are actually fighting them for the same reason that you appointed them, for the expertise that they had and should have, but they never had the opportunity to grow and develop. So, but you would be careful that you as a leader to say, leadership requires continuous learning. You've got to stay not just with the time and the technologies and the products and so in your organization, but as a human being, as a person. Be careful that you may prevent yourself and in the process hindering your further development. So that inhibiting yourself, understand. Paralyzing, causing a leader to feel unable to act or move forward. It's almost like a fear, and then you are immobilized and you can't move on. And it can easily happen because you're starting to doubt your own abilities because of how you feel. Lack of self-belief. So be extremely careful for that, because you can get stuck so easily that you find yourself absolutely isolated. And as a leader, we know that. Often, we are isolated. You are part of a team, now you are the leader of the team. Different role, different expectations, different outcome. So beware of this stagnation trap. Achievers can feel stuck easily, therefore understand it. And that's why I'm saying, in order to understand that, make certain that you appreciate and understand change. So work on your skills level and switch teams, change the roles in your team, get some masterminds going in your organization where you can share more and expect more from the others, because often your team is not necessarily scared to, but they are not being entrusted to come up with ideas and concepts in the organization. Be aware of that, because through their input and their development, their growth, you will go to, and you'll feel unstuck and you do what you do. So 5 keywords covered: monotonous, stifling, constrictive, inhibiting, and paralyzing. 5 keywords that you've got to accept and understand leading to the stagnation trap. Thank you for watching, and I do believe that you have what it takes to be a leader. Just believe yourself in again. Trust yourself. Do watch me and follow me on YouTube, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. And please communicate. Share your ideas and concepts. It'd be lovely to be able to communicate on ideas and concepts from you out there. And I always enjoy communication that way. And I'd invite you to the next talk. Thank you for your time. Goodbye for now.